Horoscope for May 3rd. Aries. Today, you're basically caffeine personified. You're charging ahead like a shopping cart with a squeaky wheel and no brakes, except the aisle is life, and you're slightly off course. Your ambition is admirable, but are you building momentum, or just dramatically spiraling in circles? The stars suggest channeling that fiery energy into one focused task. Not 7. Not 12. Just 1. Your challenge is patience. Yes, I know, that's like telling a blender to meditate. But trust me, slowing down doesn't mean you're falling behind. And if someone cuts you off in traffic or in conversation, resist the urge to verbally body slam them. Not everyone's caught up to your speed yet, and that's okay. For now. Taurus. You want peace, quiet, and maybe a snack that costs more than it should. That's fair. You've been carrying the emotional weight of everyone around you like it's part of your gym routine. Here's your cosmic permission slip to not solve anyone else's life today. Let people figure their own mess out, you're not the zodiac's customer service desk. Your sense of beauty is heightened right now, which means it's a great day for redecorating your space or dramatically lighting a candle like you're in a perfume commercial. Financially, you're tempted to indulge. A little is okay. But do you really need another throw pillow that sparks joy, or are you just emotionally nesting again? The universe is saying, simplify. Then treat yourself. But responsibly. Gemini. Your brain is doing cartwheels again, and your mouth is trying to keep up. You're charming, hilarious, and a little chaotic, in other words, peak Gemini. People are drawn to you today, and you're riding that wave like a caffeinated dolphin. Use that to your advantage in conversations, networking, or convincing your friends to go along with your poorly planned but very fun ideas. But here's the kicker, don't talk yourself into something your future self will have to Google how to undo. Your curiosity is a gift, but maybe avoid diving into 7 new hobbies before breakfast. Think before speaking, and if that's too hard, at least rehearse your apology in advance. Communication is your superpower today, use it wisely. Or at least, entertainingly. Cancer. You're basically an emotional Wi-Fi router, picking up everyone's signals, even the ones that aren't meant for you. Take a step back and ask yourself, do these feelings even belong to me? You're sensitive, yes, but that doesn't mean you're obligated to absorb every single vibe within a 5-mile radius. Today, protect your peace like it's a plate of fries at a crowded table. Relationships are front and center, and you may feel extra nostalgic. That old photo, song, or inside joke might hit harder than usual. Let it. But don't drown in sentimentality. You're allowed to feel deeply and still get things done. The stars suggest some quiet self-care tonight, just you, your comfort food of choice, and whatever makes your heart exhale. Leo. Today, you're shining brighter than the gas station LED sign at 2 a.m., but with more flair and fewer regrettable snack choices. Your charisma is magnetic, and people are watching. Not in a creepy way. In a, wow, they've got their life together, way, even if you definitely do not. The universe is placing you in the spotlight, so say what needs to be said and do it with confidence. Just remember, there's a difference between commanding attention and demanding it. Share your warmth generously today, but don't expect applause for basic decency. Leadership is your theme, so if a moment arises to help someone, uplift them. No one forgets a Leo who leads with heart instead of ego. And let's be real, you love being remembered. Virgo. You're hyper-aware today, of the mess on your desk, the typo in a text, the existential dread hiding behind a crooked picture frame. It's a blessing and a curse. But mostly a blessing, because you're the only one who can see the chaos before it explodes. Your mind is in edit mode, which makes today ideal for planning, fixing, or mastering something that's been half-baked for too long like that novel, resume, or lasagna recipe. However, beware of slipping into perfectionism paralysis. You don't need to rework your entire life because your sock drawer isn't color-coded. Let good enough be good enough, at least until Mercury retrograde comes back to ruin it all. Progress over perfection. Always. Libra. You're floating between options like a hummingbird at a flower buffet. Everything looks appealing, but making a choice feels like emotional Sudoku. The stars are nudging you to stop outsourcing your intuition to other people. Ask yourself what you want, not your partner, your barista, or your favorite influencer. Today is about reclaiming your internal balance, not just aesthetically, but spiritually. If you feel pulled in too many directions, take a break from trying to keep everyone else happy. People will survive if you say no, and you might actually get to enjoy your own company for once. And no, redecorating your apartment again isn't a coping mechanism. Okay, maybe it is. But it's also a vibe. Own it. Scorpio. You're tuned in today, like psychic hotline, but make it edgy, tuned in. Your instincts are so sharp they could cut through awkward silences. Trust them. You'll pick up on what's not being said more than what's out loud. Use that Scorpio sixth sense wisely, especially in emotional or financial matters. If something feels off, it probably is. On the flip side, today's a power day for letting go of baggage. Emotional, literal, digital, purge it. Archive the texts. Burn the ex's hoodie metaphorically, unless you're near a fire pit. Transformation isn't just your aesthetic, it's your destiny. Let people underestimate you. Then reinvent yourself midweek like the mysterious phoenix you are. Sagittarius. Wanderlust is hitting hard today. You want out of your routine, out of your inbox, maybe out of this dimension if the vibes are off. You're craving freedom, newness, and possibly an overpriced smoothie in a city you've never heard of. Indulge that curiosity in some small way, even if it's just a new book, recipe, or walking route. Just try not to impulsively book a flight to somewhere you can't pronounce. Your optimism is contagious, and your humor is top tier right now, use it to lift someone up. You never know who needs to hear your weird, wonderful take on the world. But heads up, not every opportunity is a yes just because it's shiny. Read the fine print. Especially if it involves Wi-Fi contracts or roommates named Chaz. Capricorn. You're grinding again, and honestly, we respect the hustle. You're checking boxes, scheduling your future, and wondering why no one else seems as competent as you. But slow down, CEO of everything. The stars say, it's not weakness to rest, it's wisdom. You've been carrying the weight of expectations, yours and others, for so long, your shoulders need a vacation. Delegate something. Anything. Yes, even if you can do it better. Financially, you're in a solid spot to make a smart move, but don't let fear dress up as responsibility and talk you out of joy. Not every dollar has to go toward future you. Current you deserves a little celebration too. Aquarius. You're thinking big today, like reinvent society and launch a digital commune, big. And while we love that for you, don't forget, changing the world starts with replying to your group chat. Today's insights could lead to breakthroughs, especially around tech, ideas, or identity. But you might feel emotionally detached while your brain sprints miles ahead. Try reconnecting to your body, touch some grass, stretch your neck, drink water like it's not optional. Conversations could get deep fast, so pace yourself. Just because you can intellectualize feelings doesn't mean you should skip experiencing them. Be weird. Be wise. But maybe don't give a TED talk over dinner unless someone specifically asks. Pisces. You're vibing on a whole different wavelength today, part dreamer, part poet, part, wait, was that real or did I imagine it? Your imagination is both your escape and your engine. Today, let it run wild, but anchor it with intention. Art, music, spiritual rituals, daydreams, they're not distractions, they're fuel. But don't completely float away. Someone close to you might need grounding, and your empathy can be their anchor. Just be mindful of energy vampires, you're not a 24/7 emotional buffet. Set boundaries like they're velvet ropes outside your inner world. If someone wants in, they better bring good vibes and snacks. Preferably both.